It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll see Chris Godwin. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders, and it comes your way next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. A very Merry Christmas Day, everyone. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And CD, this, the first of three here on this Monday. And it starts with a couple of rivals with history back to the AFL days.
History indeed. Great games. Teams that had to go through each other in order to accomplish what they wanted, which was to get to the Super Bowl. I remember just a few years ago.
The first of three here this Christmas Day spectacular. The Raiders and Chiefs are underway. We will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You talk about this Chiefs defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a night.
Taking it right down Broadway. Devontae Adams, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Mecole Hardman. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 74 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and it's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Pacheco. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Drew Chrisman now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up the 1st down. McKinnon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing the slant, and he finds Mayer. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Godwin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's 1 catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Back to throw now on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rice. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of his NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. To about the 35, 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Play action. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice spec.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That'll put him in an even 50 receiving yards now in this 1st half. And it's a 1st down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. taken at about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's a diving catch right side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
On gain of 12. First down, Las Vegas.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That one deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McCammon as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Patrick Mahomes, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
Godwin, the motion man. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, his little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
That is caught. Well, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They overload him that time. The safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 3.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On play action, now Garoppolo.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Back to throw here. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. There they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try with McKinnon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Garoppolo now, first down throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. They still can't get it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Garoppolo.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on third and inches.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's got this down to the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now it's second and 10.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Throw caught by Mayer.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Raiders.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Garoppolo looks to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Garoppolo. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers from 3 yards out.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
78 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And Davante's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
First down, Las Vegas.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Garoppolo now. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Chiefs, it's another win for them. And you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Eagles and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Well, straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round 2, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and a Merry Christmas to everyone out there watching. Thanks for joining us on this special day. Partner, Merry Christmas to you, and what an afternoon of football we should have in store here. Two great rivals in the NFC East doing battle here in Week 16.
And how many times have they gotten together and big stakes were out there for either team? I remember way back when Philadelphia...
It's the second of three on this Christmas day with the Giants and Eagles, and off we go in Philadelphia. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who is the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit. Good name. Letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 123 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
So he stopped for no gain. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the Eagles at 10-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Down to about the 45. You talk about this Giant defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Xavier McKinney
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
The kick by Elliott is good.
And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
Now leading them out, someone who's forged an excellent career as a 6th-round pick way back in 2011. From Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 91 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Play action, it's Taylor.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Taylor.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Taylor's throw taken in by Slayton.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor.
He's got room at the 30.
And finally marked down at the 23. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Taylor will throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Gregory Rousseau.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Pardon is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself in a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. After 29
They go play action with Hurts. On the move to his left. Oh, what a move. Gets past 1 man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've got confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
It's complete to Brown, right side. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. He'll get it inside the 20. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
One more time with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New York set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Taylor to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, New York.
Now Taylor. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Taylor to throw. Staying up, Taylor hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Brown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Hurts sets up to throw it.
slings one that's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Patrick Mahomes, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 51 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
But 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Shifts by him.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
26 yards. 1st down, New York.
Now it's Taylor. He dumps it off to Barkley. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. Incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Throwing is Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who moves to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Hurts.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
No gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 12-yard line.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Holmes returning from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Taylor's throw taken in by Slayton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's across midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Taylor. Now inside the 25. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Giants.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Taylor to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller from 8 yards out. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extras. There he goes, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now Taylor. And that one complete to Hodgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, New York.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. They go play action now, Taylor. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that?
Ryan Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, is they'll get credited with a completion. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins from a yard out. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 3rd down and 13. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost instant.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Taylor will throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Taylor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? Touchdown! Darren Waller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they take a knee. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them, and it'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Eagles, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.